Welcome back. Last time we have seen together the structure of the logical framework, where you find it and how to initiate the logical framework in OMS, and we walked through the various layers, and together we populated the impact section. In this video we'll continue with the other layers, but before continuing with the outcome and output layers, I wanted to just point out a couple of things. First of all, this video series is not intended to give the theoretical background of logical framework or the theory of change and the results chain and all the theoretical background. That would be a topic of different sessions, but very quickly I wanted to point out in logical framework we are basically thinking of this chain of results going from the very bottom, where there are the activities and the inputs, financial inputs, that results in a delivery, the tangible delivery of the projects, as you can see in this diagram, which is taken from a public document on the results design and monitoring framework of the Asian Development Bank, and would really like to acknowledge the great benefit we got from the Asian Development Bank and their support while we designed the logical framework in OMS. So this is one of the illustrative diagram that shows this chain of the development results. So for example, consider a rural project, construction project. So whatever the financial input and activities of the projects, the results will be a rural road. So this is the tangible output of the project, produced or delivered by the project, and the project has complete control over it. And we know a great lots details about this output, and this is the one that we monitor in our PISR, in the project completion reports. We define these things because this is the responsibility at our hand. But after that, when we move to the next layer, this is what we call the outcome. An outcome is immediate and direct benefit of the use or application of the output. So when we deliver a road to the rural community, we would assume that this will have an impact, or it will have an outcome, a desirable development outcome. For example, in terms of the mobility of the rural residents, they will go to their whatever business, or to the school, or to the hospital. They will go to their destination faster, and it provides more easiness in their mobility. So these are all the benefits that are expected from the direct output, which is the building of the rural road. And if they do that, their health will improve, their education will improve, their enrollment will improve, they will be less absent, they will be less late to the school, and all these things. And this goes higher even to the impact. So this is the logical thinking, and hence the name logical framework here. So the higher level statement, which is way beyond our control, and usually these are monitored at the state or government level, is the primary and secondary school enrollment rates increased because of the road. Maybe the job income from the job increased because people now able to reach to their destination, and their income is increasing. And all these things. So this is the thinking behind it, very briefly. As I said, this is not the intention of this video series, but just keep in mind while you design your logical framework to have this theory of change in your mind and distinguish between them. In the list of our CSI, you'll have the core sector indicators. You'll have indicators that are falling into the outcome levels and the output levels. But the higher level, the impact levels, we are not even requesting in our logical framework, requesting you to define the baseline and the target and this thing, because we expect that this is beyond the accountability of the projects. So all you need is to just write an impact statement without defining the performance indicator, means of verification, and the risks. And this is one of the key modifications that we carried on in this new logical framework design. So speaking about the new design, let me very quickly give you the key changes between our old 4x4 matrix, as you can see here, and the new one. And these slides are borrowed from Brother Ismail's slide, which he presented to the entire CPC complex. So this is the familiar one that we are all familiar with. So note here that in the impact level, we are asking all those details of performance indicators and assumptions and means of verification. In the new one, what we'll do is that we will not ask you about the details at the impact level. Rather, you just present the impact as a statement, as we have seen in the example we did last video. But for the outcomes and outputs, you just need to specify all the performance indicator levels. So this is very, very light change. And the logic behind this is that, as I have explained, in the impact levels, we don't have control about all those details there. So rather, it would be more logical to just present it as a statement and refer to the source of the statement, as we have seen, maybe some national statistics or from some organization's documents.